Hey, this is Antoinette with Transistor Rodeo, where we round up the news for you. Today we've got to talk about Mitch McConnell. He's upset about all of the tough questions that Neil Gorsuch is getting. And he gave a little interview to the press a couple days ago where he illustrated that. So let's take a look at that.
Yet I haven't seen a single Democrat, unless they're one you've observed, indicate they were prepared to either vote for cloture or to vote for him, leading you to ask the following question. If Judge Gorsuch can't achieve 60 votes in the Senate, could any judge appointed by a Republican president be approved with 60 or more votes in the Senate? If they don't find Gorsuch acceptable, are they taking the position that the vacancy should never be filled at all? Last year they were complaining about there being a vacancy for roughly a year.
So, wow. How about that? This man is, he's certifiable. I don't know if they know what the word hypocrisy means. That would be great if they actually knew what that meant. They don't seem to. All last year, starting in, I believe, Judge Antonin Scalia, the former Supreme Court justice, died back in February of 2016, and Obama put up his pick, which was Merrick Garland, in March. And not only did the Republican House say absolutely not, they weren't, it's not like they were going to actually pick him. They weren't even going to give him a hearing. It wasn't even worth their time. It just wasn't going to happen. And I don't know where they dug up this obscure rule called the Biden rule. Actually, it was just a theory on Biden's part that you should not be able to nominate a Supreme Court justice on your last year in office, on your third year, which does not make any sense whatsoever. The president is constitutionally obligated to nominate a Supreme Court upon the death of a former justice. That's in the Constitution. It's the law. And that's one of the questions that I think that I don't think anybody actually asked Neil Gorsuch was, constitutionally, you can ask a Supreme Court justice nominee these questions. You could ask him, constitutionally, how do you feel about the treatment of Merrick Garland by the Republican Party? Not that it was fair. Whether or not it was constitutional that they avoided even giving him a hearing. I just find the hypocrisy just mind-boggling to me. It really disturbs me that they have no problem changing the rules whenever it benefits them. It's just when the Democrats do it, oh, it's against the Constitution. Oh, my God, you can't do that. Oh, my God. My stars and garters, I got to clutch my pearls. Oh, Jesus. So now they've been asking, not many people have actually been asking a couple serious questions. We've got Senator Whitehouse. I have to give him credit for actually asking some good questions. He was asking Gorsuch about decisions that he has made in the past regarding corporate rulings. He always seems to rule on the corporate side. Anytime there's a lawsuit, he's always on the side of the company, the big business. We got to stop saying corporate America because it's international corporations. They own everything. Everything. Don't want to get off another topic here. Senator Whitehouse asked some good questions regarding the corporate decisions that he had made. And I believe it was Senator Leahy. He's an older gentleman, older Democratic senator who he had the right intentions. He just didn't really get to the right questions. And nobody is really asking Garland anything, and he's avoiding all the questions like a champ. It's always, well, I can't answer that question because it's political. Jesus Christ, everything is political. Everything. This entire process could not be more political. I mean, picking a justice for the Supreme Court, done by the House, nominated by the executive. You can't get much more political and constitutional at the same time. And here we are, picking out which color apple to get. Anyway, so Mitch McConnell stands in front of those people and says, I can't believe the Democrats would ever block this. And, they complained for a year that they didn't get a Supreme Court justice. And now they're going to stall? It was you. It was you. You are the very person, Mr. McConnell. It is you. You were the reason why none of this even happened. You stood in front of everybody and said, I am not going to even give him a hearing. John McCain said the same thing, that he had no intention of giving a hearing, and that if Hillary Clinton, and at that time, most people believed that Hillary Clinton was going to win the presidency. And John McCain and Richard Burr, there's recordings of both of those guys saying that if I can manage to block a Supreme Court justice for the 4 years that Hillary Clinton is in office, then I will have done my job. Nominating, the confirming process is your job. That is your job. Just the hypocrisy blows me away that these guys have decided, you know what? I don't really care what you guys think. I'm not going to accept yours, and you're going to accept mine. And there you go. Okay, so to recap, we have Senator Mitch McConnell clutching his pearls, so afraid that they're going to block his nomination, that he says that he will get rid of the filibuster. He's afraid that the Democratic senators are going to filibuster him. That means that they have to get 60 votes. That's in the Constitution. A judge needs 60 votes to be confirmed. If they don't get that, they can't get it with a simple majority. It has to be filibuster proof. And right now, the Democratic senators do not have the numbers to really do any damage, but they can filibuster. And Mitch McConnell says if they do that, he's just going to get rid of the filibuster. Like it's in his purview that he could just, 86 it. It's gone. No more. And it's one of those situations that, like, let's say that Trump is out of office in 4 years, that like the last month before they have to give it back to a Democrat, the presidency back to a Democrat. It's one of those things that the Republicans would switch back. No, you have to have a filibuster now. Everything they do is in contradiction, is at odds with what they say. 6 months ago, it's not like you can't Google it and look up online a video of him saying exactly the opposite. We're not going to confirm him. How dare you not confirm our guy? Anyway, just want everybody to keep that in mind. The hypocrisy is astounding, and the Republican Party they're just a bunch of assholes. There, I said it. Hey, this is Antoinette from Transistor Rodeo. If you like what you saw here, please subscribe for more videos and content, and you can follow me on Twitter at Transistor Rodeo.